pretty dark day for this organization. This is absolutely the worst exhibition of football I've ever seen. I refuse to stand back and give credit to the other people because we stink. We are absolutely an atrocious football team at this point right now. I doubt we have to play the rest of them, but there's no question in my mind that we will be fortunate to win one more game. This is just not a good football team, and I fooled myself. I thought we were. We were completely outclassed today by a team in the last 3 weeks that scored 3, 7, and 10? So, they put 38. Let's show you how bad we are.
NFL, oh, I miss you so. NFL, when you left, there was a hole in my soul. Now it is whole until the Super Bowl.
Hey YouTube, Sandyfrank here. Today it is our season-ending last episode of Let's Have Some Football. We usually don't have this go on all the way through football season. We have it go on while we're doing our contest, and the contest ended last week, and we'll talk about that in a minute. But first, let's talk about last week's games. It was a huge week for the Chiefs. That's my team. I actually picked against them because they had looked so terrible against the Denver Broncos. But in Germany, against the Miami Dolphins, the mighty Miami Dolphins, the Chiefs looked wonderful. The defense looked excellent. This is a good defensive team. They were able to handle Miami, who's been definitely the best offensive team this year. So very proud of the Chiefs pulling that out. Overall, my picks were 10-4, which is I think that's a really good number. And one of the games I missed was the Chiefs game, so I was glad I missed that game. So let's get right into Week 10 picks. So I made these picks before the game on Thursday. I picked the Carolina at Chicago. I picked the Bears. Bears did win barely, but so I'm off to a good start this week with the win in that first game. Indianapolis at New England. Not a very exciting sounding game, but New England has played a little bit better lately, and I like New England in that game. Houston at Cincinnati. Wow, C.J. Stroud was unbelievable last week, breaking all kinds of records. They are at Cincinnati. I personally think Cincinnati is the hottest team, the team playing the best right now in the AFC. Them and Baltimore, they're playing so well right now. I have to go with Cincinnati in this one, as they are getting that train rolling right now. New Orleans at Minnesota. Minnesota picking up Joshua Dobbs. That was a great move by them. Joshua Dobbs kept them on track, winning his first game over there, and that was a good pickup. They should be able to keep going. New Orleans at Minnesota. I will pick Minnesota in that game. Green Bay at Pittsburgh. Whatever reason, I just cannot get behind Green Bay this year. And I will go with Pittsburgh in this game, being at Three Rivers Stadium. Tennessee at Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay's been a hot and cold team. So has Tennessee. Will Levis has actually played really well for them. And it looks like that was a good pickup for them in the draft. Tennessee at Tampa Bay. I, though, think Baker Mayfield will get that team to victory this week at home. So I'm picking Tampa Bay in that one. San Francisco at Jacksonville. Jacksonville they're not like hot and cold. They're kind of like they're hot a few weeks and they kind of cool off. I actually think San Francisco is going to win this game, even though San Francisco's played poorly the last couple weeks. But I think they win at Jacksonville. Cleveland at Baltimore. This actually is going to be a really good game. There might be some front runners decided in this division, in this game. Wow, that division is really good. I think is Cincinnati in that division as well. You got Cleveland, Baltimore, Cincinnati. I think they're all in the same division. This game, the Art Modell Bowl, I have to go with Baltimore. Baltimore's been playing so well lately and starting to look like one of the more dominant teams in the AFC. I will go with Baltimore, even though Cleveland has been playing very well. Atlanta at Arizona. Arizona, I think they're officially going for that number 1 pick now after they let Josh Dobbs go to Minnesota. Arizona has nothing. This is an easy Atlanta win. I think Arizona's borderline tanking the rest of this year. Detroit at the Chargers, the LA Chargers. Detroit's kind of cooled off a little bit. They started off really hot. The Chargers are starting to warm up. I like the LA Chargers in SoFi Stadium to take down Detroit. And this is the Jared Goff versus Matthew Stafford rematch. Well, not a rematch, but that trade that happened a couple years ago. Their teams are now playing each other. That's a nice little angle for that game. I like the Chargers in that one. The Giants at Dallas. Dallas should win this game fairly handily. I'm not really feeling the Giants this year, so I'll go with the Cowboys. Washington at Seattle. Washington is a team I just cannot figure out. They'll beat teams one week and then just look terrible the next. Seattle, another team, is very inconsistent, but that home field advantage is real. The 12th man, I will go with Seattle Seahawks against Washington. Plus, Washington has to go all the way across the country. That does take a toll on a team. The New York Jets at Las Vegas Raiders. Another team going all the way across the country. In this one, I will go with Las Vegas. I just cannot get behind the Jets. And the Jets have burned me on some picks this year. But I'll go with the Raiders in this one. Denver at Buffalo, Monday night. Denver looked amazing against the Chiefs. I think they're back to earth now. Buffalo will prevail this game. So, that's my picks this week. Now, let's talk about the Survivor entry pick contests that we've been doing this year. We do have a winner. And that winner is your host, Sandyfrank. We picked the Cleveland Browns last week. The Browns win. So this was our 9 teams that we picked to get to this point. We picked Baltimore, the Ravens. We picked the Bills, the Chiefs, the 49ers, I picked the Vikings? I don't remember picking the Vikings. Cincinnati, I might have wrote down the wrong team name there. The Rams, the Chargers, and the Cleveland Browns. All right. Maybe I did pick Minnesota. Anyway, I'll have to look back. But I prevailed against this team against this opponent who brought me to 9 weeks. Rangers baseball. Very solid effort. He picked during this contest the Cowboys, the Chiefs, the Bills, the Broncos, the Falcons, the Bengals, the Raiders, the Lions, and then unfortunately he picked New England last week, and New England ended up sinking his ship. So excellent effort by Rangers baseball. They pushed me as far as I could get pushed, but I prevailed in the contest, and I get to keep my Jabril Peppers card. So thank you to everybody. Next year we'll do it again. So let's get more people next year. This year we only had like 5 people actually do the contest, and it's funner when more people do it, guys. So let's do it next year. Okay, now this is the part of the video where we talk about my fantasy football team. I thought I was going to have a really good week this last week. The projections were huge. But I was playing a team that was not that great so far in the standings, at least. But I ended up losing that game 95-90. Pretty disappointing. But we are still 5-4. We are actually in third place all by ourselves. We are still the 9th highest scoring team out of the 14 teams. So we're below average scoring, but not terrible. This week, we're playing a 4-5 team that's 10th in scoring. This is actually my uncle's team. So it's the battle of the family here. And his team is 10th in scoring. So this is actually a very close, even matchup. But with all these buys, I'm missing a lot of players on buys, but so is he. In fact, he's missing this guy, Patty Mahomes. So if I can play a team that has Patrick Mahomes and Patrick Mahomes is off this week, I feel pretty good. So hopefully we can get this done. I'm actually debuting a new quarterback. This is my lineup. At quarterback, after having a record-setting game last week as a rookie, C.J. Stroud of the Houston Texans. I'm going C.J. Stroud this week. Lamar Jackson has been solid, but he hasn't been getting a lot of points the last few weeks. So I'm going to go with the man, the record setter, C.J. Stroud. What a great rookie year he's having. Running back, I'm going with 2 running backs this week. I have so many that are off or injured. We're going Derrick Henry of Tennessee, and we're also going Travis Etienne of Jacksonville. Both very solid. We're going 3 wide receivers. 2 of them for the New Orleans Saints. Man, I am missing a ton of guys this week. We're going Chris Olave, who we haven't played much this year, and Rashid Shaheed, who's just a terror. If teams kick him the ball, they are making a big mistake. And in our league, we get points for return yards. So I have Shaheed, and we're bringing back Devontae Adams. He's been terrible the last few weeks, but I'm so shallow on wide receivers, I'm going to play him. And plus, he's playing against the Jets. I mean, come on. Tight end, I'm going 2 tight ends. Our league allows a double tight end set. We're going Mark Andrews, who's been very good for Baltimore, and another rookie, Dalton Kincaid of Buffalo Bills. This was my top pick in the our draft this year because we draft rookies. We keep our team going from year to year. So Dalton Kincaid, I think that's his debut. So we're debuting 2 rookies this week. At kicker, Justin Tucker of Baltimore. He's a kicking machine for the Ravens. And at defense, we're going with the New England Patriots. So that's our only choice. Our Chiefs are off. So hopefully the Patriots, they are at home against Indianapolis. That's a pretty good matchup for them anyway. So hopefully we can get back to a win. And guys, I'll try to update you with the fantasy team if you guys want to hear anything about it. Maybe I'll update you during Hobby Talk episodes. But this is week 10, signing off for the season of Let's Have Some Football. We'll have a goodbye to football video at the end. Thank you for watching the Sandyfrank channel. Let's have some football.
Adios, mofo.